Coming at you from all across the galaxy, welcome to Clone Force 95.
Hey, hey, DC.
What's up, Dom?
Did you hear about all the Star Wars?
There's a lot of Star
Did you
Wars.
hear about the Star Wars? There's a lot of
There's a,
Star Wars the other day.
oh yeah, Thursday night.
The most interesting Star Wars, I'd say, is that they announced that Sephiroth is going to be in the Mandalorian. Did you hear that?
Oh God.
Come on, this is a good bit. Roll with it.
Sephiroth, why?
This is a good bit.
So the first show that they announced is Rangers of the New Republic, which is going to be exclusively on Disney Plus, like all of these shows that we're going to talk about today. And it's going to be in the timeline of The Mandalorian, being produced by Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. What do you think about this? I think it sounds cool.
I think it sounds cool. It's not exactly what I want from. I feel like personally, we need a show that dives into what happens between 6 and 7 with all the main characters like Luke, Leia, and Han, right? And I don't think this is that show. And I'm quite frankly shocked that we haven't gotten that show yet.
Uh, I'm. Yeah, that is weird. I feel like that would be like one of the first things they would do. I assumed Mandalorian was going to be like that, honestly. Well, okay, not really. No, I didn't assume that, but it could have been. It could have been.
I mean, they're kind of diving into it, honestly.
A little.
A little. They're like dipping their toe in
Enough
the
to
water.
keep it interesting, I'd say.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But this show is like apparently, according to some reports and rumors that came about yesterday, apparently this is the show that people were saying was going to be the Cara Dune Bo-Katan show. Apparently, this is what that show might be.
We're getting
So,
that? I didn't
I
hear
don't
about
know.
that.
I heard yesterday from Kessel Run Transmissions, who is a very reliable source. If you guys don't know about them,
The
they
sauce.
said the sauce. They said that this is what they had heard of before. Like the Cara Dune show is this, but they don't think Cara Dune's involved anymore. Is what they were saying, or she's gonna have like a limited role, if that makes sense.
Thing about Rangers, though, I see two special names here: Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni. Like, we know nothing about the show so far, literally nothing. But I see these two names tied to it, and I'm already on board. Just
Oh,
saying.
absolutely, absolutely. And
Just
there's
saying.
another show with Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni too. It's called Ahsoka.
Oh, there is. Oh, there it is. There it is. Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, or Dave
Again,
Filoni, Jon Favreau. It's written differently this time.
it is indeed. This show is going to be a limited time series on Disney Plus, and it's being said that Rangers of the New Republic, Ahsoka, and Mandalorian are going to have some big event where they all come together
Big
in
old
some.
Defender style.
Yeah, that's what people are saying, and I, I think we gotta address the elephant in the room with this one, Dom.
Do we?
Uh, is this the Rebel sequel series? What is this?
It's gonna be really cool. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, but is it the Rebel sequel series? I think
Okay,
that's
okay.
what
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. What does a Rebel sequel series need? It needs Thrawn. It needs Ezra. It needs a follow-up from Ahsoka and Sabine and all their shenanigans. So, think about what we know about Thrawn. He apparently femboy Thrawn. So we know that Thrawn, he's up to no good, commanding people, doing things. We saw it in Mandalorian. He's on his own shenanigans. So assuming the Ahsoka show is about that, trying to find Thrawn, it could be a follow up to Rebels, and we have this whole iconography here on the Ahsoka logo. You know, space, the lines, the geometry. Like you said before, maybe someone else said before, it looks a lot like the
the
world
World
between
Between
worlds.
Worlds.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
exactly.
So, I think it's safe to assume it's going to be involved somehow. No clue to what extent, but somehow it's going to be involved. So, that sounds like it could be a Rebel sequel to me.
I've been flip flopping on
Well,
this one.
okay, I say could be, as in maybe. There's a good
I've been
chance that it's not, but it could be.
I've been flip flopping on this one. Initially, I thought it was. Now I'm thinking it's not. The reason why Dave Filoni said after episode 5 that there's no reason to assume that takes place after the Rebels epilogue, where you see like Ahsoka in the Omen-like look. So what
Ah,
I'm thinking is that this show is Ahsoka going from where we see her in Mando to when we see her at the end of the Rebels epilogue, and then we're going to have a follow-up animated series that is the sequel series, the sequel show. That's what I'm thinking.
Just make it all one show. My God.
They're trying to make a timeline. I don't know, but I will say what kind of backs this up, and this is something that was a report by Kessel Run's Transmission yesterday. There are 2 other animated series currently that haven't been announced by Lucasfilm. One of which is going to be about the High Republic, and the other they don't know what it's about. So it may be the Rebel.
Is that a leak or is that confirmed? The High Republic thing.
The animated show is a leak. That was apparently it came out a couple days ago from some guy, and they heard the same thing. So I assume it's real.
I'm not. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not on top of leaks at all. I just know what Star Wars has force-fed me. That's all I know.
Speaking of the High Republic, though, there is a show coming out about the High Republic.
There
called
is.
The Acolyte.
It's
I completely forgot who's directing it and who's in charge
hold on.
of it.
Oh, there it is. I found it on the website. There it is. Acolyte. It's being
Who is it?
What is this? Leslie? Is this Leslie? Is this a weird spelling of Leslie? Leslie Headland?
Oh, it is a weird spelling of Leslie. Yes, Leslie Headland. And it's a mystery thriller following the shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final day of the High Republic. And I don't know about you, but out of all the shows they announced, keyword announced, because Bad Batch is my favorite by far. We'll get to that later.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to that one.
Out of all the shows they announced, this is the one that I'm most intrigued by, honestly. It's going to be the first time I think we've ever gotten a Star Wars show where this is something very rare in TV in general. They don't follow villains. You don't have the main character be a villain, but that seems like that's what this show is going to be, and that just immediately piques my interest. And I'm very curious about the High Republic era as a whole because we know literally like nothing about it.
I heard some people saying that I think it says final days of the High Republic. So do we know how long the High Republic lasted? We know it takes place a couple hundred years before Episode 1.
Yeah, it's 400 years is when it starts.
But is that 400-year period the whole High Republic? Or is it just like 10 days in like that 400 years ago is the High Republic era? That was like 10 days 400 years ago.
I'd have to think the High Republic era is a long span of time close to Episode 1, I would think.
Yeah, so hear me out. Hear me out. Final days of the New Republic. Or, no, not New Republic. High Republic. Final days of the High Republic. We already saw the final days of the New Republic. Teehee. Final days of the High Republic. Right before Episode 1. Who's the Sith right before Episode 1? Mr. Plagueis. The guy from the tragedy in the story. That guy. That Plagueis. Could the show be about him, maybe? He could be involved somehow. I'm just spitballing here. We don't actually know this. But could be.
That's a great theory. And something I just thought of now is, what if it starts out not with him? It starts out
I highly doubt Plagueis is going to be the central focus of the show. Highly doubt it. But he could be involved somehow.
I'm saying, what if it starts out, because we know it's the rule of 2, right? There's 2 Sith. So what if I forgot Plagueis' master's name.
Oh, hold on. I could check real quick.
But while he's checking, what if Plagueis' master is the apprentice, and Plagueis' master, they are the 2 focal points of the show, and then later in the show, a different season, I think, is it Darth Tenebris or something? Like, something like that? Tenebris?
Tenebris. Yep.
Tenebris.
That's him.
Yep,
you got it. You won. You win.
Yes. So, what if it's following him and his apprentice, and then a later season of the show, it becomes Plagueis? And then, what if at the end of the show, Plagueis kills his master, Tenebris, and then Palpatine becomes obviously the apprentice, and then we move into whatever?
That'd be neat.
I think that'd be pretty cool, yeah. But the High Republic era as a whole is something that they need to explore. I remember when they announced it, Dom, they said that they're going to only be books and comic books, and we're all like, yeah, that's not. Yeah,
speaking of which, quick tangent. Did those books and comics ever release?
I believe they're coming out either around right now or next month.
Because I haven't heard anyone talking about them at all. Not gonna lie, I forgot they were announced.
Yeah, no, it's been pretty quiet.
I forgot that happened.
The only thing I've seen is slowly trickling out, like, oh, look at how Yoda looks in the High Republic and New Jedi and stuff. The one thing I did notice, first of all, there's a lightsaber in the High Republic, absolutely sick.
Oh yeah,
I think I sent it
like
to you.
the thing.
I think
Hold on a second.
I'm pretty sure I sent it to you, but it's absolutely sick.
Yeah,
And
look at Yoda here with his '80s ponytail.
the other thing too, I don't know if you saw this, but I never
He
mentioned this
doesn't
to you
actually have one.
before.
Oh, is this the lightsaber with the metal crossguard?
Yes, that's it. Yeah,
There it is.
but
That's it.
I don't know if I told you this, but apparently in the High Republic, Jedi have like clothes for when they're at the temple, and that's like the traditional Jedi robes.
And
But then
clothes when they're at the club.
no clothes when they're fighting, like armor. They legit wear like knights armor.
Ah.
So that's kind of interesting. It's kind of like a old Knights of the Round Table type thing.
That's their two outfits. Their Jedi robes and their armor. It is one hell of a pain to decide what to sleep in when it's coming up on laundry day.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess that's about it on the Acolyte. I don't know if you have anything left you want to say about it.
Real quick, you know what? I probably should have done this before the video, but what the hell does acolyte mean?
So let's find out.
A person
Google up
assisting
Acolyte.
the celebrants in a religious service or procession. Religious guy, basically. Okay, so dark side. It's about a dark side worshiper, basically. It's a Sith show. It's a TLDR. It's a Sith show.
Yeah. So next up on
Bad Batch.
the
We're talking
show-
about Bad Batch. I decided we're talking about Bad Batch next.
Bad
We're
Batch.
talking about
Okay,
Bad Batch.
we're going there. Already.
I decided I decided that we're going to talk about Bad Batch next, and I want to say this is basically Clone Wars season 8, and I could not be happier about that.
It is. It literally is. Look at the end of the trailer.
It's it burns away and
logo,
stuff.
yes, it
It
burns
does
into
the
Bad
thing.
Batch.
Okay, that doesn't want to play.
That is sick.
It is. And
It's absolutely sick.
okay, what if we finally get some more Clone Wars stories? Like some of the canceled stories, they get fleshed out in this show. Not all of them, of course, but some of them could be.
Yeah, and you told me this yesterday, and I agree that the arc with Yoda, Bad Batch, on Kashyyyk could be the starting point of this show, but I didn't think that anything else would. But then I heard someone made a very, very interesting point. I forgot where this came from, but someone said you could call the Clone Wars the 501st, but it's about a bunch of characters.
I think I saw that same video. I cannot for the life of me remember who made it. Probably
I don't know
Eckhart's
either.
Ladder or something.
I have no idea, but maybe we see other stuff. Like I think you said to me yesterday, what about Boba versus Cad Bane? in that arc?
Okay, there's no reason why the Boba Fett and Cad Bane arc couldn't be in the Bad Batch. 'Cause that's the arc I want to see the most. I want to see Cad Bane again. I want to see Boba Fett in the cool armor. Okay, we already got Boba Fett in the cool armor in live action.
All
But
right,
I want to
so-
see. But I want to see it in Clone Wars too. God damn it! And I want to see. I want to see that episode play out. Put it in Bad Batch, please, please.
A couple things on this. I feel like we should get into this real quick. It seems in the beginning of the show that they are the Bad Batch. That is, they're Imperial. Because did you see that Palpatine's like addressing the crowd?
Yeah,
addressing
he's
the
doing
troopers?
his the attempt on my life shenanigans.
Yeah, be out of the First Empire or whatever. But they're there. They're standing with a bunch of troopers, so I would assume they're Imperial at that point. Which obviously, as I think anyone could guess this, but as you watch the trailer, you could tell that they're not Imperial anymore. And I think at one point, what's the guy's name? Is it Wrecker, the big guy?
Yeah, the big boy. Hey, I just noticed. I'm looking at the thumbnail there. There's Echo in the background.
Yeah, Echo's
Oh
there
yeah,
too.
Echo's a Bad Batch guy. I completely forgot about that. Okay,
Yeah.
continue.
So there's at one point in the trailer, Wrecker's wearing like a cowboy hat, kind of, or fedora maybe.
Oh, there it
maybe-
goes. Now, that was loud. Okay, it's playing now.
Maybe the farmer's hat or something, but all I know is he's obviously hiding. That's why he's dressed like that. And there's like at multiple points in the trailer they point to clones fighting each other with the Bad Batch,
Oh,
And
yeah,
are
there
you-
it is. They're fighting off guys in the cafeteria. There's a trailer. You could put pictures of this on screen. I don't need.
I don't know if that came. I'm going to. I don't know if you're at the point of the trailer. There's this one thing I really want to point out too. At one point in the trailer, it's kind of like a darker armored trooper, and their visors are green, right? And they're being commanded by this red trooper. It's being speculated that this red trooper is Commander Cody.
I don't
And
remember that shot, but you could put a picture on screen,
I'll
and I
put a
could go,
pic-
"Oh, that guy! I know the guy you're talking about now," because you
I'll,
could put a picture on screen.
I'm gonna put a picture on screen. But this leads me into Kenobi, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. So the person who said that they think that might be Commander Cody is Kessel Run Transmission. I'm one of the hosts on that show. The reason why is because apparently the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, as we know, announced the other day, Hayden Christensen's going to be Darth Vader, right?
Right.
Um, what they said yesterday is that they heard 5 months ago that Vader was going to be the big bad. He's going to be the villain in the show, which we kind of got confirmed the other day. And they said that they heard there is going to be a group of clone troopers hunting down Obi-Wan Kenobi. And this group of clone troopers, they didn't run this story because they weren't sure if it was. But the way the group was described to them is darker armor, green visors. What's in the Bad Batch?
The dark armor green visor men.
Yes, and who's leading that? They heard that the person leading the group in Kenobi is going to be Commander Cody. That guy in red armor might be Commander Cody.
Oh, you think you know a guy, but then he starts leading guys in dark armor and green visors. And
listen, what if I just thought of this now? What if Obi-Wan kills not Rex, kills Cody? That'd be something.
Make much more sense than him trying to kill Rex, I'd say.
Yeah, but no, imagine like we fought the Clone Wars together. We were you were like my right hand man, and now I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, we did do that. Now you're trying to kill me, and that's a shame.
That's no bueno.
That's a shame.
Yeah, so no, but I think that's really interesting. And how many episodes? It's 6 episodes, right?
That's a good question. Let me check.
I believe it's 6 episodes.
Wait, what are you talking about? Are we talking about Bad Batch still, or Kenobi? Oh, one. Okay,
No,
okay.
Kenobi.
One more thing about Bad Batch. Fennec Shand was in the trailer.
I forgot to mention that. Yes.
I've had the picture on screen here the whole time. I was waiting for an opening to, but
I forgot.
I guess we should clarify. I'm recording this.
Yes, he's recording it, and so I can't see what he's recording and has on screen. But
yeah,
yes,
we probably should have. I probably should have shared screen beforehand, but it's fine.
Listen,
it's fine.
This is listen. This is the first one. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Anyway.
Bear with us if there's any poor points of this where it's like we're not on the same page. It's the first one.
Yeah. Again, so Fennec Shand is in the show, and people wondering. I haven't actually seen it, but I'm sure people are wondering. I'm pulling a straw man here. I don't know if people are saying this or not, but we're gonna say people are saying this because it's a question I had, and I don't want to look stupid. But
what's the question?
How is Fennec Shand in this? If she's in the Mandalorian and the timeline is so long, how's she still kicking and all that stuff? Well, apparently the actress. Hold on a second.
She's in her 50s, I heard.
Yeah. Actress. Yeah, it's
the
actress.
lady.
She's like 57.
Yeah, so Fennec's in her 50s.
Like, my God.
Or 40s, maybe even. I mean, how many years is it between now? It's like 30-something years, right?
Like, damn, 57. She mama, though. God damn.
Oh boy. Yeah, but like, it's interesting what's her involvement. The one thing I find interesting about that is, I don't know, maybe we do get bounty hunters Cad Bane and Boba since they're showing her. But she doesn't know Boba, we know that, because she just met Boba, right, in Mando?
How do we know she just met Boba?
That's true. We don't know.
We don't know.
She just says, he saved my life, thank you. That's all she really says, right?
Man, we don't know. They could have been to art class together or something.
So anything you want to say about Bad Batch or Kenobi before I move on to the next show?
No, Kenobi. Hayden Christensen is going to be in that. How cool is that?
That's awesome. Yeah. And I forgot to mention this about Hayden. Initially, I was wondering, is he going to be like a vision where it's like maybe Obi-Wan's having like nightmares or something, or seeing visions?
There's a good chance we get some flashbacks. I think there's a really good chance we get some.
I think we definitely will. But I was thinking, like, what if he has a nightmare and it's like half Vader mask, half Anakin?
That would be cool. And that would be cinematic parallels, because the same thing happened in Rebels. Oh,
that's true. Yeah, with Ahsoka.
Cinematic parallels.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I don't know anymore, because now, after what I heard yesterday, that Vader's like sending out this group of clone troopers to hunt him. And we should mention this as well, that it takes place 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, which
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
interesting.
it's
You talked about this yesterday with me off screen. Do you think that this is taking place all on Tatooine, or is Obi-Wan going all over?
I think that's a good question. How many episodes is this going to be again? 4 or something? Or 6?
I believe 6.
6 episodes, huh?
Yeah,
I
so like
honestly couldn't
basically,
tell you, but here's my headcanon. My blind guess of how it's going to go. So, I'm sure a fair bit of the series is going to start on Tatooine. Maybe like the first episode or so is going to be on Tatooine. Actually, you know what? This isn't even like a guess. This is just an idea I had way long ago. So, Mr. Organa, Mr. Bale, he knows he's on Tatooine, of course. In fact, he sent for him at the end of Rogue One. I don't know if you saw that movie, but he did.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I don't know if you saw that movie, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's funny. So what if
Well, I said I had a candy cane in my mouth. Fun fact. Anyways, continue.
candy canes?
Yes, it's the holiday season.
Holiday season it is. But but what if it's not the first time he sent for him? Maybe he tried again. Maybe another time he tried to call for help when the rebellion is first starting out. He wanted Obi-Wan to be a part of it.
Maybe.
Maybe Obi-Wan got pressured and said, "You know what, fine. I'll leave my hidey hole. I'm sure Luke will be fine if I go take a week-long vacation or something to thwart the Empire or whatever."
See, that's my thing. Would you leave Luke?
Oh,
would you
yeah,
take
that's
the
another thing.
risk?
Would he go? You know what? Anakin was there for 10 years. Luke can be left behind for like a week or so.
Yeah, but do you think? I don't think they've ever touched on this before. But do you think Vader searching for his son at all, or his daughter?
Here's the thing. Vader didn't know.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's
Because,
right.
I actually, okay, it's time to flex the Star Wars knowledge. I read the Darth Vader comic from like 2015.
Okay, I haven't read any of these comics. So
Okay,
tell me.
I'm going to give you the rundown. The Vader comic is about him trying to figure out who the hell blew up the Death Star, trying to find the kid who was so strong in the Force, trying to figure it out.
Really?
So, yeah.
That's
Or at
that's
least
actually really
the
interesting.
first few issues, at least. Or no, I think actually the first half of the series is what that was.
All right, so what happens?
He called up Boba Fett and said, "Hey, I need you to find this guy. Find the guy." And Boba Fett said, "All right, sure, I'll find the guy." And then, meanwhile, in the traditional Star Wars mainline comic series, Boba Fett and Luke run into each other. They have a little bit of a fight in Obi-Wan's old hut because Luke is trying to find some information about Jedi stuff. So they bump into each other.
How old is Luke at this point?
This takes place like a few months after
4.
episode 4. Yeah, it takes place like right after episode 4.
Okay.
So they have a fight. Boba Fett managed to get his last name, Skywalker. He reports to Vader. He's like, couldn't find the guy, but I got his name, though. It's Skywalker. Vader pauses, tells him to leave, and he just gets all angry. It's like, oh my god, I'm angry. And he breaks the glass, and he contacts Palpatine. And Palpatine's like, ooh, I sense much anger in you. What's going on, buddy? You okay? And he's like, no, it's fine, nothing. Wrong number. And he hangs up.
Really?
Yeah.
Say, I have a son.
No, he doesn't tell he pretends to be dumb. He knows, in this moment, he realizes that Palpatine lied to him.
That's interesting. I don't know. Maybe Obi-Wan does leave. I mean, I'm curious though. How would they find him?
What are you talking
You know what
about?
I mean?
Like,
The troopers, because the troopers that are after him, how would they find him?
maybe
If
he
he's not-
left Tatooine.
For what? Why did he leave?
Because maybe Bail Organa asked him for help with
Well,
his
that
brand
maybe,
new
yeah.
for his brand new YouTube channel, The Rebellion.
Oh, quickly. Forgot about this in the Bad Batch. Completely forgot to mention this.
I'll scroll down.
It could happen with Obi-Wan as well. So either or. Mace Windu. I'm pretty sure he's alive.
No, he's not. No,
he's
not.
definitely
No,
alive. Yeah.
I don't want to have this conversation. No, Mace Windu's not alive. He's gone.
Listen, man, he got his hand cut off, probably got hit by a couple cars. You can live that. You're a Jedi. He's good.
Yeah, Jedis get hit by cars all the time. They're fine.
Fun fact: George Lucas said he thinks Mace Windu's alive too. Just
Well-
gonna throw that out there. So I got the creator of Star Wars on my side there.
Well, you know what? Yeah, no, he's not alive. There's no way.
I guarantee you, at some point, he will be in another Star Wars something.
Okay, you know what? The most I can see, they introduce him in Bad Batch. Okay, fine. I'll give you that. Maybe he's in Bad Batch. Maybe he's still alive, like on his deathbed or something. And then he's like, oh, I can still fight. I can fight against the Empire. A few episodes later, he gets killed anyway.
No, I feel like if Mace Windu comes back,
That is the most I can see them doing.
No, I feel like if he comes back, he's gonna be like loosely involved in the plot, and then like maybe spawn off into his own show. I feel like he's gonna be in hiding. I don't think he's gonna be helping at all. I think he's gonna be reluctant to help, honestly.
Yeah, he's too busy trying to save Grogu.
Yeah, because he's gonna come save him too. No, but you know what's funny though? Quick thing on this. Literally everything that Disney has done, Rebels, Mando, even the sequel trilogy to an extent, in each of those shows, each of those movies, whatever, there's always people have been theorizing in every single one Mace is coming back. And I feel like the fact that people are theorizing it so much just shows how much people want it to happen. And Disney sees this. So that's why I feel like, and even Samuel Jackson wants to come back. That's
That
why I
is
feel like
true. He does want to come back.
I just think it's inevitable at this point. It's gonna happen at some time.
Just that I don't believe that being decapitated, or no, he wasn't decapitated.
He just got his hand cut off.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the word. Being maimed and electrocuted and then flung into incoming traffic. I just don't know if that's very.
I mean,
livable.
listen, man, you're not kicking. You're not having a great day, but you're not dying.
Yeah, you're right. You only got hit by 3 semis that day.
Anyways, that's the last thing I wanted to mention on Bad Batch that I forgot. Could be in Kenobi as well. Maybe he goes to see Mace. He's like, "Oh, Mace, you're alive? Yeah, man. I've been kicking here on Tatooine too." Anyways, anything else you want to say about those before I move on?
No, we could talk about the next show now.
Okay, so next up we have similar timeline Andor, which personally I didn't give a crap about this show, quite frankly. I'm gonna watch it, but I was like, I don't really care. Then I found out.
I just want to see Funny Robot again. I just want to see Funny Robot. That's
awesome.
That's all I'm interested in. Give me Funny Robot.
I'm very much so interested in this now because it's being made by the guy who made the Bourne series, Jason Bourne.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which I don't know if you've ever seen those, but like
I have not, but I've heard they're very good.
Phenomenal.
Oh, phenomenal even. Not just very good, phenomenal.
No, they're great. They were my favorite action movies until John Wick. John Wick then became my favorite.
Oh, until Mr. Wholesome 100.
Yeah, so, I mean, listen, man. But, I mean, I don't know. I'll check out this show. I think it's going to be great. But I don't think anyone asked for this. You know?
No, but you know what? The fact that they did it anyway shows that there's someone back there who just really likes this idea, and I respect that. So I will watch the show because clearly someone wanted it to happen just because they wanted it to happen. And I like that. Yeah. I like that. So I will watch it. Yeah. If nothing else, I will enjoy the Funny Robot.
Funny Robot, indeed.
I like Funny Robot.
I don't really have anything else to say about this show. I don't think there's much to say.
Not really. There's a trailer, or a sizzle reel, rather. I don't know if there's new footage or not. But
no, they started filming it, I should say. They started filming it 2-3 weeks ago.
Okay, so there's no new footage in that.
No, and then Obi-Wan, I should also say, according to reports, filming in January. And, we forgot to mention, actually, about Andor, 2022 release date. I wondered, is Obi-Wan then going to be 2023? I certainly hope not.
I sure hope not.
Yeah, exactly. Terrible. But another show, I guess, in the same timeline, same era, Lando.
Oh, yeah. Okay, here's a funny theory. I don't know if this has been confirmed now, but a funny theory people's been having. You remember the Solo movie? Remember Lando had his little Calrissian Chronicles?
Yeah.
I thought that was a funny joke.
People wanted that to be the name.
Of
this show.
That would be a phenomenal name. The Calrissian Chronicles. Perfect name. Perfect name.
It is.
And then you have the whole show being narrated by Billy D. Williams.
I heard that. Yes, I heard someone say that. Awesome idea.
And then Donald Glover is actually doing all the stuff, doing all the acting.
I think that would be phenomenal.
And since it's being narrated, since it's not actually true, air quotes true. You can't see my air quotes. But they could play a little fast and loose with the canon, maybe tweak a couple things to make Lando seem cooler and make it obvious that he's just
so basically what you want this to be is How I Met Your Mother Star Wars edition.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Each episode could be like its own. It doesn't even have to have a through line for the season. Every episode is its own little adventure. Lando just talking into his little microphone. I don't know why he's talking like this.
That sounds like a mixture of Lando and Watto.
You mean the Watto Chronicles?
But other thing about this show, about 4 or 5 months ago, I want to say over the summer, Kessel Run Transmissions, they leaked it. They said this was coming, and it's here.
Oh,
so
no kidding.
Anyone doubting them at this point? They leaked Bad Batch, Lando, Ahsoka. Rebel sequel series hasn't happened yet, but the fact that they know stuff, I'd assume it is going to happen. They did say though about Rebel sequel series, they said that they asked their sources on this, and literally they haven't heard anything since like mid to beginning of this year. So there's that.
Yeah.
So yeah, the next one up is Droid Story. It's following C-3PO R2-D2 with a new character, and yeah, what else about this one, Dom?
It's a movie that is happening. Now, Visions, on the other hand, that sounds cool.
It does. It's an anime Star Wars for 10 episodes, I believe.
Yeah. It'll bring 10 fantastic visions from several of the leading Japanese anime studios. Studios, even. Not studios.
The other thing, though, about this show, they didn't say if it's short episodes. Maybe these are even like almost an hour long each. Maybe it's like just I don't know. We don't know. They didn't say. But my whole thing is like, what if the other Clone Wars arcs find their way into this? Like, what if we get
yes,
Dark Disciple in this?
Okay, I actually read the Dark Disciple books. Very good. I loved it. And if we could see it animated like anime style, mwah, beautiful.
I didn't read it because I don't read, but I know what happens.
You don't read.
I know what happens, though.
You don't. I don't read it because I don't read.
Yeah. But I know what happens. Spoilers, Ventress dies, so that would be cool. We need to see that on screen. That's my biggest problem with what's going on with the Clone Wars.
Yeah, so many very important plot points are left wide open. We need to see these happen.
And dude, if you're watching it, like, if you're a little Timmy, and you're watching the Clone Wars all throughout, first time ever, you watch season 5, you're like, oh shit, you know, Palpatine just killed Savage Opress and he took Darth Maul hostage. 2 seasons later, Darth Maul's the king of the world. He's like, I'm gonna kill Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, okay. Son of Dathomir. That has to be adapted too somehow. I read the comic book. I read the comic book too for that. It's very good.
I'm you know, I know I said I don't read, but I did read the comic book on that one.
So you read picture books.
I just don't like to read. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
I read Dathomir because I love Clone Wars, and you can't expect little Timmy to be watching season 5, read Dathomir, then go back to season 7. Like, no one's doing that. The average fan isn't doing that. So you gotta adapt it in some way. I would personally, I don't care how they do it, but I wouldn't be shocked if they just be like, hey, Clone Wars season 8, The Lost Missions again, because that's what season 6 was titled. If you don't know,
yeah. The Lost Missions, but again this time.
So that's every single show they announced.
But we got one more. We got one more.
The shows are done.
Oh yeah, but you know.
The last announcement they have, and
Rogue Squadron. I was trying to lead into that, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, Rogue Squadron. I think we have pretty varying opinions on this one.
I for one,
yeah,
am very much so looking forward to it.
Okay, so.
Brace yourselves. We got some spicy hot takes incoming.
Hot take. It's not that I think it's going to be a bad movie. It's just I feel like we're waiting 4 years for the next Star Wars movie from The Rise of Skywalker. We're waiting 4 years, right? And they're going to do 2023, 25, and 27, 3 movies in every 2 years. I feel like it needs to be a trilogy. I feel like it shouldn't just be we get one movie in 2023, has nothing to do with the Taika Waititi, however the hell you say his name, in 2025.
I think.
Yes, sure. I butcher his name. Sorry.
I sure hope I didn't butcher it.
Sorry, Mr.
I would look
Waititi.
stupid.
That movie's going to be its own thing. Then 2027, we can presume, is going to be its own thing. What is the direction of this franchise? Because everything they announce is great. You're covering all audiences. You're covering prequel. You're covering sequel. You're covering OT. Great. You're covering all your bases. Everyone's happy. But there's no clear direction of this is where we're moving our franchise forward. This is what we're doing. I just don't see that right now with Star Wars.
Is someone getting big gamer rage mad?
No. I'm just saying. It's just like... I think Rogue Squadron's a fine movie on its own, but I just feel like we're waiting 4 years. We should see what's the direction of Star Wars, and we're not getting that.
Fair point. My counter argument is, what do we really need?
Old Republic.
Okay, yeah, we do need that, but just because it's not this, just because this isn't the New Republic, doesn't mean. I mean, Old Republic.
What is it?
It doesn't mean it. Okay, there's so many republics.
All right, continue.
There's High Republic, Old Republic, New Republic, Republic of Congo. I can't keep up with this. So, and I call myself a Star Wars fan. Just because this isn't it, doesn't mean it's not still coming. It doesn't mean they're not mutually exclusive.
2030? Is
Hey,
that what we're looking
it
at?
could be one of the TV shows that haven't announced yet. Because God, we know we're getting more than this.
Oh, you mean like? Oh, yes, we are getting more actually. Because I thought you meant when you said TV shows. Immediately, my mind went to animated. But there are, according to Kessler Run's transmission yesterday, they said, like I said earlier, 2 animated series. One being High Republic, the other one most likely being Rebel sequel, but they don't know. According to them, there are 3 to 5 more live action series that haven't been announced. I heard from other places that there are 3. They're saying 3 to 5, so somewhere between 3 and 5. But the only one we know of for sure that is actually filming already is the Boba Show. It's a miniseries. I honestly don't know why they didn't announce it, because like everyone knows about it. It's already filming. We presume it's coming soon. Then why wouldn't you announce it? I don't know. But yeah, there's 2 to 4 other shows then. So maybe that's an Old Republic one. I don't know. I feel it personally. I don't know if you agree with this, but I feel like they kind of made a decision internally. Instead of going down the path of the Old Republic, we're going down the path of the High Republic.
I don't really see that as a problem.
No, but I remember when because Project Luminous is the High Republic, and I remember when that leaked, that's what Project Luminous is, I was kind of a little disappointed. I was just like, cool, but this isn't the Old Republic, you know?
But it could be better. We don't know anything about it yet, is the thing. I mean,
yeah, but,
I'm not saying I have high hopes, because it is Disney we're talking about. But
yeah, we're not going to get into the sequel trilogy here today. Maybe another day. But
that's going to be another video for another day. I don't know. I'm not too fazed by it. This is because it's not the content you want. Doesn't mean it's not going to be good.
No, absolutely. But I just feel like before Disney bought Star Wars, I remember 2010, 11, 12, around there. While Clone Wars was going on, everyone was clamoring for the Old Republic, like a TV show, an animated series, or a movie, like anything. When Disney bought it, that desire grew. People even more so wanted that because they're like, okay, now Disney's going to do stuff with this, make Old Republic. And I feel like if you know that, you have that knowledge, do it.
You know what? You've convinced me. I will now activate Mr. Internet Contrarian mode. Boo! Boo! New movie. Boo! Things that are not the things that I want.
I don't think, like I said, I want to reiterate, I don't think Rogue Squadron's going to be bad. I think it's going to be good. But, you know.
I'd rather have
something else. I think the solo movies are fine, but just, I feel like we can't be exclusively doing those for a decade. Because that takes us into 2027. We're at the end of the decade then, almost.
We sure are.
Are they going to start a new trilogy in 2029? And then I don't know. I mean, that's a hell of a long time away, I'll tell you that.
It's awfully bold of us to still have faith in Star Wars by the 2030s.
This is the first Clone Force 95. We will be back with you live, I believe. Isn't that right, Dom? On Friday, talking about that Mando Season 2 finale.
Live?
I thought we were doing it live. We're not doing it live?
Oh, no, I just didn't know.
Oh, okay. I guess we're doing it live then, guys. So yeah, this Friday at some point in the afternoon, expect to see a video, if not live, then a video on Mando Season 2 finale. But yeah, that's it. So see you guys.
Bye-bye.
Like this outro we got coming up.
Oh yeah, you know what'd be fun? Hey, you know what would be funny? You see the red button at the bottom of the screen? I think it'd be really funny if you pressed it. Just as a joke, you know? I think it'd be so funny if you pressed it.